Hello, and welcome to Pilates Cure. Whether you're with us on our on demand or our YouTube channel, we're so glad to have you here. Today's class is going to be a quick little flow using the 2 pound weight. If you don't have 2 pounds, you can definitely grab some water bottles if you're traveling. This is, like I said, a quick little flow. So, two water bottles, two 2 pound weights. You can definitely use 3 pounds if you want to, completely up to you. I'm going to stick with the 2 pounds, but like I said, definitely up to you. Know your modifications here, honor your body, listen to your body. And again, glad to have you here. Make sure you check out all of our other videos on our YouTube channel or our on demand at Pilates Cure. And let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with spine stretch with the weights. Once again, you can always drop the weights if need be on this one. So I want you to sit with your legs straight out in front of you, glue them together, press the heels down, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall to begin with. I want you to see if you can get your ears over your shoulders and shoulders over the hips. So we're trying not to be back here and we're trying not to be back up here. So if the knees are slightly bent, that is a-okay for me on that. You're going to reach the arms up in front of you with your weights and try to get them right at that shoulder height. Watch the wrist. We're not breaking at the wrist here. Collarbone nice and open. Give me a big breath to start. A big inhale and then a big exhale. Pull the belly in, zip through the rib cage, and then sit up taller. All right, we're going to hold that position as we take an inhale. On the exhale, chin goes to the chest. Find a little tuck through that pelvis. As you reach the arms forward, keep them at the same height, and then we're going to pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, stack it right back up over the hips. 3 more times like that. Big breath, inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, tuck, round reach. Think of going over a big beach ball, and then pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then stack that right back up. Last 2, inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, tuck, round, reach, pull the belly in for 3, 2, 1, and then stack that right back up. Last one, inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, tuck, round, reach, and we pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to stack that right back up. We're going to go out into a little rotation now. So I want you to open your arms out. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit. Arms can be in a T, palms forward, or if it feels better for you to hold them in this little tabletop, you can definitely do that. Shoulders down. Find that activation through that shoulder girdle. Can you give me a big breath here? Inhale. Don't let the hips move. As you rotate, not here. Get the shoulders down. Grow taller. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, rotate. Hold those palms up. Exhale, come back. Don't let the arms drop. Keep them high as you rotate. Exhale, pull the belly in, grow taller. And we rotate. Find that cinching of the waist to come back in. And we rotate. Exhale, pull the belly in to grow taller. Press the heels down to the mat to rotate. Exhale, come in. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Last set. Exhale, rotate. Last one. And rotate. And then take it down. We're going to go into a little rowing here. So a little rowing series, face in front here. Arms out, shoulders back and down. Rotate those palms up and then pull the elbows into your side. And when you pull them in, I want you to think about not flaring that rib cage forward. So keep it down, grow taller again. Think about your spine stretch when we set up nice and tall. All we're going to do is reach the arms forward without rounding through that back and then pull it right back in. Think like a row here. So you're reaching it forward, grow taller to come back in. Pull the belly in, anchor through the heels, forward, and then reach it back in. Last one, forward, exhale, pull it back in. We're going to add on. You're going to reach it forward, rotate the hands in and down. So now my thumbs are pointed down. Think, tap the mat, not rounding, right? So stay tall. Come back up, palms down, rotate it back in, and pull it right back in. One more like that. We reach, we rotate, we tap the mat, stay tall through the spine to come right back up, rotate it back, and then pull it back in. You can stay there. You can go on with me. We're going to reach it out. You're going to rotate. Stay tall in the spine as you tap. Come right back up. Palms are down. Now's your spine stretch. Chin to the chest. Reach it forward. Find that scoop. Now get those biceps by the ears to come up. Flat back. Circle around. Bend the elbows to come back in. All right, we're going to flow a little faster. We take it out. Rotate thumbs down. Stay tall to tap. come up, palms are down, chin to the chest, scoop, reach, spine stretch here. And now think flat back, reach it up, up, up and around. Bend the elbows to come back in. We have 3 more. We take it out, rotate, tap, grow tall, come up, inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, reach, reach, reach. Flat back hinge, come up and around, circle those arms out wide to bend and come in. Last 2, take it out, rotate, stay tall through the spine to tap, come up, keep the shoulders away from the ears as you reach it forward. Flat back comes up, up, up between those shoulder blades, around and right back in. Last one, we reach, we rotate, we tap. Ooh, got a little rounded. Up, chin to the chest, tuck around and reach now, and then come up, flat back, circle it, and then bend and come in. Bend the knees for me. Arms are going to come up. Elbows aren't here. They're up. You can clasp the hands together if you want. Shoulders are back and down. I want you to not drop through the shoulder blades. I want you to find a little tuck and round it back a little bit. Keep those elbows high as you exhale, come back up. 4 more. Tuck, round it back. Exhale, scoop through the belly to come back up. Last 3, keep the elbows high, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and then up. Last 2. And then up. Last 1. And then up. Good. We're going to go all the way back. Arms out, slowly go back and down. We're going to go into some bridges here. So you're going to bend your knees. Arms are just going to go flat beside you first. Hold your weights in your hands. And then think of holding them down to the mat here. Legs can be wide or wide second position or hip distance. I'm going to go hip distance here. I'm in a neutral pelvis. You're going to take a big breath here. I want you to think of a flat back bridge first. All right. You're going to take a big breath for me. Inhale. And then exhale, squeeze from the glute thigh connection, lift up. No flare through the rib cage. Find it from the glutes and then tap that right back down. Think tailbone hits first as you squeeze and lift. Keep that collarbone nice and open and then tap. Keep the shoulders away from the ears to lift and then tap. 1 more like that, lift and then tap. And now we're going to articulate. Press that low back into the mat. Scoop. Think tailbone right between the legs. Think pubic bone to the nose to come all the way up. When you reach the top, get that upper back down first. Rolling it down 1 vertebra at a time, trying to stay stable in those hips and release it back to neutral. 1 more like that. Press that low back into the mat. Anchor through those heels to come up. Find that butt side connection. Collarbone nice and open, lift to the top. Find that little bit of a tuck to find more of that glute and that stretch in those quads to come right back down and away. You can stay with that, or you can add these 2 little weights, nice and light little weights, right here across that pelvis, right at those hips. We're going to take a big breath here. Shoulders down, don't flare through the rib cage, and you're just going to lift and then lower. Easy peasy, right? Not a heavy weight. I know y'all seen people do this before with the big heavy weights. We're not there today. We're just using our 2 little 2-pound weights here. Not that I don't like doing it with the heavy weights, but we're just using the 2-pound weights here today. Find the weight in the heels, collarbone nice and open. We have 3. Pull the belly in. 2. Last 1, and then lower. Good. We're going to hold it right here. Reach the arms down for me. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to add a little bit of arm movement here. You're going to take a big breath. Inhale. Articulate. Start to reach up. Reach the arms up to the sky. Hold the arms there. Articulate right back down. Reaching the arms up to the sky, but keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Keeping that connection through that shoulder girdle, through the back. And then take it right back down. It's harder. You don't have the arms to help you. We have 2 more. And then lowering it down. Last 1, pull the belly in as you scoop it up. And then you lower that right back down. If you want to add the arms, you can definitely add the arms. So as I lift up, I'm going to lower the arms just to a float. And then I'm going to lift them back up as I tap back down. And then I'm going to lower the arms down, trying not to flare in the rib cage, trying not to roll through that collarbone, trying to keep my collarbone open to lift and then tap lower. Last 3, finding that glute connection. Last 2. Good. Last 1, and then up. Good. Rotate those palms in. pull those shoulders down. You can bring the legs up to tabletop. You can keep them floating down here. Get those elbows wide. Think about a little bend in the elbow, and we're going to go into a couple little chest flies here. So we open it out, and then we bring it right back up, holding those weights in your hands. As you lift and lower here, don't let that rib cage pop up, right? So think about keeping that bottom rib down. Easy peasy here, nothing crazy. Think about keeping the shoulders away from the ears, zipping through that belly. You're in that neutral pelvis. Like I said, you can make it harder by keeping those legs up in tabletop. We have 8, close, 7, close, 6. Good. Really find that scoop through the belly to help you, finding that draw in of the rib cage. Last 2 here. Last one, come up, but not quite all the way, and start with your little pulses in towards each other, keeping those elbows wide. You don't necessarily have to touch the fingertips, but think tiny little pulses up. Can you find it from the armpit here? Finding those chest muscles for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open out right to that hover and think up to the sky here. These are the hard ones for me. And thinking about zipping through the belly. Squeeze, find your glutes again here to hold and stabilize those legs up. And we have 6, 5. Keep the shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, and then take it down. Open the arms up, hold it right there. All right, are you ready? We're going into our lovely series of 5. You've almost made it through. All right, here we go. We're going to start with single leg. Drop the weights, keep the weights, whichever feels best for you. Pull those legs in. I'm going to stay in an imprinted spine here. So that's where my low back is into the mat. My tailbone is lifted up. Arms up, roll up, tips to the shoulder blades. You're going to take a big breath here. Inhale. You can hover the arms here, completely up to you. We're going to extend the legs out, right? Right leg is in, left leg is out. Shoulders are back and down. Stay curled high as we switch and we switch. Think about that knee and leg placement. So you're trying to keep ankle and knee and hip and shoulder in alignment. So you're not letting that leg frog out. The lower, the harder to keep that low back into the mat. Stay in curled high. We have 2. Last set, pull both knees in. Arms can stay here, or you can lift them and then pull it back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze, pull it in. As you open the arms, try not to let that upper body roll back, but also keep the shoulders away from the ears. Zip through the belly, keep the low back into the mat. We have 4, and in. 3, and in. 2. You have 1 more. Good. All right, here we go. Right leg up, left leg out. You can always keep a slight bend. And then we're going to switch. The arms can go up to the ceiling. You can start moving the arms too, whichever feels best for you for this little scissor. As long as you can keep the shoulders away, it's all about form. We breathing in and exhaling. Good. We have 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. We're going into lower and lift. Dial it out, Pilates V. Arms can be up. You can inhale, lower both. Exhale and lift both. You can hover the arms right at the floor and then lift. And we lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. We have 5. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Trying to keep that low back into the mat to lift. And then inhale, lower. Shoulders away, lift. Last 3. I might have added a few. Last 2. Last 1. We're going straight into our crisscross. Right leg in, left leg out. And then here we go. We're going to switch. And now add a little rotation of the rib cage as you take the arms side to side. So one arm's going to the middle, one arm's going out to the side. Keep the hips stable though. Good. We have 5 and 5, 4. Keep breathing. Shoulders down for 2 and 2. Last 1. Last 1. Now you get a break. Woo! That is definitely a burner there. All right. For our lovely roll up. Legs are going to go out. Arms reach up. Take them back. Let that rib cage flare up here. Let it pop off the mat. That is A-okay. Squeeze the legs together. Reach the arms up to the sky. Now, pull that rib cage in and down. Try not to let the heels come up off the mat as you take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale, chin to the chest. And slowly, very slowly, roll up, reach for those toes, and then tuck and round it all the way back, and then down. One more, reach it up, pull that rib cage down, squeeze, find the glute connection, slow and controlled as you come up, keeping those heels down as you reach, and then stack it all the way up. Very good. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you get some sort of an extension in there too. We will be adding on, we'll have a posterior video coming in soon for this too, that you can add them. You can do one and then the other the next day. Make sure you're getting your workouts in, even if it's a quick little 20 or 30 minutes, and make sure to follow and watch our other channels on our other videos on YouTube. Thanks again and hope to see you back here soon.